10 of the best things to do in Stockholm in this year. Number 1. Explore Gamla stan, the Old Town. The heart of Stockholm, Gamla stan, is one of Europe's best preserved medieval city centers. This historic island is filled with attractions including the Royal Palace, narrow cobblestone streets, and quaint cafes. Take a walking tour to admire the beautiful architecture and vibrant energy. Don't miss Stortorget, the old town square where the Stockholm bloodbath took place in 1520. Grab fika coffee and pastry at one of the many cafes before shopping for souvenirs. In UNB are to visit the Vasa Museum, home to the incredibly well-preserved warship Vasa. The Vasa Museum is Stockholm's most popular attraction. The massive ship, built for King Gustavus Adolphus in 1628, sank on its maiden voyage and was salvaged 333 years later. Over 95% of the ship remains intact, providing insight into shipbuilding techniques of the 17th century. Besides the Vasa itself, exhibitions also cover life in Sweden in the 1600s. It is truly an amazing engineering marvel. Number 3. Tour the Royal Palace. The official residence of the Swedish monarch, Stockholm Palace, dates back to the 18th century and contains over 600 rooms. Walk through the lavish state apartments and Grand Hall of State during a guided tour. Admire the decor and learn about the palace's rich history. The changing of the guard also takes place in the outer courtyard several times a week. Make sure to see the palace when visiting Gamla stan. Number 4. Ride the elevator up Kaknästornet. For sweeping panoramic views over Stockholm, head up Kaknästornet. This 155-meter tall TV tower has an observation deck and restaurant at the top. Ride one of the fast elevators up in just 55 seconds. On a clear day, you can see up to 20 miles away. Get a bird's eye view over Gamla stan, Djurgården, Södermalm, and more. Sunset is a particularly good time to visit the tower. Number 5. Explore the Outdoor Museum at Skansen. Discover Sweden's history and cultural heritage at Skansen, an outdoor museum spanning 75 acres. Founded in 1891, it contains over 150 traditional houses and farmsteads transplanted from across the country. Meet craftspeople in traditional costume, see folk dance performances, and learn about traditional trades through demonstrations. The Nordic Zoo also has animals like bears, wolves, and reindeer. Number 6. Take a boat tour of the archipelago. Stockholm is built upon 14 islands, so a great way to see the city is by water. Numerous boat tour companies like Strömma offer tours of the Stockholm archipelago. See attractions like the 19th century Royal Summer Residence Saladin Palace at Skansen, the Vasa Museum, and City Hall from a new perspective. Most tours include refreshments and an audio guide. Stockholm's interconnected waterways provide beautiful vistas around every corner. Number 7. Wander around Södermalm. With its hilly cobblestone streets and vintage shops, Södermalm is one of the most charming districts in Stockholm. Once a working-class area, today it has creative restaurants, cafes, galleries, and lively nightlife. Visit Mariatorget Square for the food stalls, go up the hills for city views, and check out streets like Gågatan for boutique shopping. Have dinner in the medieval sky highlights rotating, seasonal dining experiences. Södermalm exudes artsy vibes throughout. Number 8. Tour City Hall. The towering brick City Hall is one of Stockholm's most prominent landmarks. Home to the political administration, the buildings contain offices, as well as grand ceremonial halls. Visitors can admire the opulent interiors on a guided tour. Marvel at the glittering mosaic walls and see the Nobel Prize banquet room in the Blue Hall, with walls covered by 18 million gold mosaic tiles. The tower also offers one of the best views over Stockholm and Lake Mälaren. Number 9. See the Stockholm City Museum. To learn more about the city's history and culture, spend some time at the Stockholm City Museum. Exhibitions cover Stockholm's development from a small Viking village into a modern metropolis. See archaeological finds, medieval costumes, and model reconstructions of the city over time. There is also a large model of Stockholm in the 1930s, detailed down to each building. Get insight into the lives of Stockholm residents over the past 8 centuries at this museum. Number 10. Explore the Helsingborg Museum of Art. Home to paintings, sculptures, installations, and new media art, the Helsingborg Museum of Art is one of Sweden's most impressive collections of Nordic art from the 20th and 21st centuries. The core of the museum is made up of around 700 works by artists including Matisse, Giacometti, Braque, Dürckert, and Bill. Exhibitions combine both modern and contemporary works in innovative ways. The sculpture park outside displays permanent and temporary pieces. Admission is free.